Oh, hey. Thanks for meeting up on such short notice. Come with me. I need to show you something. Yeah, of course, you're not in any trouble. I actually have a favor to ask of you. I know that I haven't told you much about my family besides that they exist, but I think that it's about time that you meet them. I'm gonna take you to my home. Where? The distillery. You know, the one that makes all those microbrews? Yeah, that's besides the point. Why do I live there? Well, you'll see in time. But my family and I aren't exactly conventional. Who am I kidding? We aren't by any means. But don't worry, the drive isn't all too long. Let's get it started up, and we're on our way. Why now? Well, the family doesn't usually take too kindly to strangers, but they've made an exception for you with my commendation. So try not to go making me look bad, alright? I'm just messing with you. They don't have too much say in it. You are mine after all. What I mean by that is that my family has no right to contest whatever I say, unless I put them in their place. While it sounds brutal, don't worry too much about it. It's our family dynamic, so to speak. You'll understand more when we get there. Speaking of, shouldn't be too far. The one thing that I can always appreciate is the drive from here to there. It's nice, even the air smells cleaner. Alright, and like I said, not too far, here we are. I know it doesn't look like much from the outside, but it's far more inviting and, I'll just show you. Just try not to freak out too much, alright? The pack isn't one to invite humans too easily. See, that's why I actually brought you here. I'll explain everything. I'm not a person. Me and my family are what your kind believe to be mythology. Stories that you tell to children, or that you use to entertain the older ones. In short, we're werewolves. And no, not the full moon only kind. It's more of an intense emotional stimuli, or a fight or flight response kind of deal. But those are details I'm sure we can cover at a later time. It won't be too long. Well, now that we're out of the public eye, I guess I can finally get out of my day clothes. Oh, come on now. No need to blush. It's not like you haven't seen me like this before. I just prefer not to have to buy new clothes every time I get home. That's better. Now, there's no need to fear me. Well, there is. But if I wanted to eat you, there'd be no need for me to bring you all the way out here for that. I trust you. The first of my pack and of so many others to do so. Already, just at my mention of it, the others are lining up to fight me for the title of pack leader. It's a role that holds a lot of burdens, but it allows me to keep the others from tearing through those they feel threatened by for one reason or another. See, it's still me. Take your time. I'm sure that it's a whole lot to process. Doesn't seem like the others are around. Probably out on a hunt. Guess it makes just as good a time as any to show you around. Follow me. I'm sure it's safe. Not to say I don't sympathize, but come on now. Don't look at me like that. So over here, we have the living space and the kitchens. Over upstairs, over that catwalk, are business rooms where we manage the distillery. Over here is where I spend most of my time, the common space. Why do I like it so much? Well, it's just comfortable. A fireplace, television, large couches that can actually fit me. You know, stuff you can't buy. And all of it's made by my pack. We supply for ourselves where we can. And last but not least, behind that locked door you'll find the armory. Why do we even need one? I'll explain that soon. But that's more than enough exploration for now. I'm not here to give you a tour of my home. I'm sure there will be plenty of time for that. Come sit with me. I'm sure you have plenty of questions. I'll answer them for you, to the best of my ability at least. What's it like? Well, it's always been natural since I was born this way. Do we eat people? No. Perhaps in the past we did. Humans were a steady food supply, but those times have passed. Now some of the pack took up being butchers and farmers, so we get to have an ample supply of food that won't tip anyone or anything off. Anything? Well, there are still hunters out there. The kind that know of my pack and of so many others. Old orders of humans that continue to track down and kill my kind. We defend ourselves the best we can. Living in such a state is not ideal, but it's the best that we can muster for the time being, hence our need for an armory. Do we hate vampires? You could say that we don't enjoy each other's company. They've always had a superiority complex, considering me and my kin to be vermin, and to be worthy of extermination. There was a time we lived in relative peace, due to the human order of the hunt stalking us down. But now that the old ways are fading, there are less hunters, so the pale ones are turning their fangs towards us once again. But these are pressing issues that might be for another time. Why did I bring you here? To make you part of the pack. To make you part of the family. My family. We're at each other's throats sometimes, but from what I've seen, that's everyone's family regardless of what side you're on. I love you, and I want to be with you for as long as I can. To do that, I felt that showing you who and what I truly am was the only way to show you that I trust you, that I do want you. You're my mate, and I intend on keeping it that way. Everything is going to be okay. You're safe so long as you stay with me. I won't let any harm come to you. Now, come with me. I'm looking forward to showing you my room before the others come back.